How do you actually start making friends everywhere you go so easily, bro, and stop feeling lonely once and for all? Well, it's very simply about two main things. First things first, you have to go in the real world and get to meet actually real people. But secondly, it's all about what I like to call the golden rule of making friends. Now, here is the thing. This one rule will literally make you become magnetic. People will want to be around you and you will make friends so easily, bro, that you will literally not believe it at first. And this is the one rule that personally got me from having zero friends, feeling so lonely, to now being able to make friends everywhere I go and literally having a few deep friendships I can actually count on. Now, here is the thing. What is this one rule that I'm talking about? What is this one rule that will change your life once and for all? It's just about giving others what you want to get yourself. Now, I know you've already heard this, and I know it's the golden rule, and I know that 99% of people know this rule. But let me tell you the truth before you click off. The reason why you're not yet able to make friends everywhere you go easily and why you're feeling lonely is because you're actually not following it fully. You might know about it, but if you're not following it, it is not helping you out. And so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why this rule is so important, why it is actually so powerful, and how to actually implement it so that you're literally going to be able to make new friends everywhere you go so easily, bro. It's so powerful and yet so simple, and yet everyone knows it, but no one is fucking using it. Now, why is this one rule, giving other people what you want to get, so powerful? And what do I actually mean by it? What I mean is go around and give people what they deeply want. Now, let me ask you something. What do you actually want from a friend? I tell you the truth. What I used to want was feeling liked, feeling accepted, being understood, being able to open myself and have someone who's true with me, who's honest, having someone who motivates me, who gives me energy, who helps me when I need it, and other things like that. So there are many things that we want from our friendships. And let me ask you something. Is it then so stupid to think that people around you want similar things, that they also want to be helped when they need to, liked, understood, respected, listened to, motivated? And is it also very stupid to think that if that is the case, then if you actually start giving those things to other people, people will start liking you more because you're literally giving them what they want? Now, I tell you the truth. When I went from being arrogant, never listening to others, always judging, never helping, all those kind of things, to starting to listen more to other people, like them, understand them, respect them, put myself in their shoes, help them when they ask or when they need it, or even when they didn't ask, and all of those kind of things. That's when I actually started to make real friendships. And here I'm not talking about doing it with the expectation to get things back, because that's the real problem. Most people go around and want to have those things, right? We go around and think that we want to have other people around us giving us understanding, giving us, that showing us that they like us, showing that they respect us, helping us, giving us what we want, basically. But once you actually realize that it doesn't work that way, it's just about giving those things and not expecting anything back, and that's how you actually make real friendships. That's when you actually start making friends everywhere you go. Because if you give those unselfish things, right, you start listening to people, understanding people, helping them, motivate them, give them energy and all those things that you want to get yourself, but you do it thinking that you're going to get something back, then that is not real friendship. That is a business. On the other hand, when you actually start doing it unselfishly, just to give, just because you genuinely want to give those things, and without any expectation to get anything back, that's when you're going to see that you're going to make friends so fucking easily, because you're literally going to become that rare individual who gives to other people the things that they want to get, and does so without expecting anything back. So it's so fucking powerful. And now you're going to be asking yourself, but am I always going to be on the giving side? No, it's not that way, bro. Friendship is mutual giving. As said, when you expect something back, that's called a business. But when you actually just give, right, you're basically planting seeds everywhere you go in people. And what most seeds do is they grow and they become a tree. If the earth was not right, then the seed will not grow. So if that person was not meant to be your friend, then no friendship will grow out of that. But what happens most of the times, if you plant a seed, and water it, then it's going to grow into a tree. And as said, you're not just going to be on the giving side, you're going to be on the getting side too. But you don't have to be expecting that, because as said, that's a business, that's not a friendship, and that doesn't really work, because they are not really giving genuinely. That doesn't work, bro. Start giving to other people unselfishly what you want to get yourself, and you will literally become that rare individual who is not there all the time expecting to be liked, expecting to get help, expecting to be accepted and respected and motivated and all those things that you want to get. But you will be there just giving those things freely, unselfishly. And that's when people will want to be around you more. It's very simple. And so how do you actually start implementing this? How do you actually make sure that this golden rule of making friends is going to stick to you and not just be there in the back of your mind as it has been for all this time, because you probably have heard it since when you were a kid. Personally, I used to know these rules since years, but I didn't actually follow it. Now, how do you actually put it into practice? There are 3 main steps I highly recommend you to follow. The first one is to understand what you want yourself. Because here is the deal. Most people want very similar things to you. And so if you understand yourself, what you want out of a friendship, out of a relationship, then you understand what people around you also want. So make sure to write it down on a paper. What do I want out of a friendship? Define it exactly, and then you start asking yourself, that's the second thing, what can I start doing to give these things to people? Ask yourself, how can I start giving to others what I want myself? And then just start doing it unselfishly without expecting anything back. And you will see that you will be able to make friends everywhere you go so easily, bro. So easily, and not just businesses, right? Not just being there expecting things back, but just genuinely giving and genuinely having people that are growing with you, that you are genuinely helping each other out all the time, and you're growing together, and that's when real deep friendships are going to come out of that. Now, there are a few things I highly recommend you start doing if you have no clue what you can start improving yourself. Now, first things first, I would recommend you to go and read the book How to Influence and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Very powerful book, totally changed my life. I know the title sounds strange, but don't judge a book by its cover. So go and check it out. It's really amazing. It's probably the most powerful book when it came to making friends. So 100% recommend it to you. Now, what are a few things that you can start doing? First things first, we all like to be liked, right? We all like people that like us, and we like being around people that like us. And so start liking people genuinely. It's very simple. If you start, showing genuinely that you appreciate people, that you understand their good points, their value, their positive sides, and you start appreciating people, being happy to be around them, genuinely smile from inside out, not just having a fake smile, but really being deeply happy to be around other people, they will be happy to be around you. The second thing that most people want is to be understood and be respected. Now, it's very simple. If you go around like I used to do a few years ago, and so no wonders that I had no friends, and just disrespect people all the time, tell them that they're wrong, judge others, and all of those things, then how can you expect other people to like you? They will be like, fuck this guy, bro, I don't want to be around him. So because we all want to be understood and respected, start giving that to people. Start listening more instead of talking and wanting others to listen to you. Start listening, start giving what you want. Start listening, understand, respect other people's points, understand their points instead of judging them. Really evaluate them and be humble, bro. Respect others and they will respect you. And the other thing you can do is helping. Now, there is a thing I now do everywhere I go. That is helping others whenever I can. Now, if I'm in the gym and someone needs a spot, but he doesn't want to ask it, bro, I just tell him, if you need a help, just ask me out, bro, don't worry. Or if I just see that he is doing something wrong, like from my knowledge, I just tell him in a very friendly way, bro, maybe it's better for your back if you do it this way. I used to like do it also like that, blah, blah, blah. And you really not do it to boost your ego. That's another thing. Most people, help others to boost their ego, to show that they're better, that they know it better. But again, don't try to get from others what you want. And here, for example, an ego boost because you're better and you're helping others and you're showing that they're doing it wrong. Bro, give them what you would want to get. And that is someone who just genuinely helps you without making you feel bad, without making you feel like you're doing things wrong, just genuinely is trying to help you out and improve your life. Like, think about it. If you had someone around you who was genuinely helping you out without expecting anything back, who genuinely liked you, who respected you, who understood and listened to you, who like motivated you, who energized you, like, wouldn't you be happy to be around that person all the fucking time? Personally, I would. And that's why I've seen that becoming that kind of person played a huge difference. Now, here is the deal. This is the one simple rule you need to follow to make friends everywhere I go. And if you want to know the 7 steps I personally followed to stop feeling lonely once and for all, well, I highly recommend you to go and check out this video.